tonight's show, Ian TMs away his frustration. Mark TMs away his frustration. Coops also TMs away his frustration. And I TM'd away my frustration about 30 minutes ago. Hello and welcome back to Incensed, a Pokémon GO podcast, episode 39. Hope you're all good. Lads, how are you doing tonight?
Give me a second, mate. I'm just TMing away my frustration.
All right.
Just need a couple more minutes.
All right. Okay, we'll pause.
I've got so much frustration. I mean, Coops that frustrated, he's got up and walked away now, hasn't he?
At least he's doing it off camera.
Yeah, that is something that the viewers do not want to see.
Yeah. Oh, dear God. Yeah, I'm TMing away a lot of frustration, Milo, so it's good. It feels good.
It's got to be done. Got to be done. Coops, have you just TM'd away your frustration? Is that why you went off camera?
Bro, why every fucking week when we press record, my Wi-Fi goes to shit? I don't understand. Every week, yeah, we'll be chatting for an hour before my Wi-Fi's fine. So yes, I need a TM to TM away this frustration.
You've got the towel on your head, so that's fine.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, not this again. Oh no, my Wi-Fi died.
Coops, just go away and TM away your frustration.
Yeah. I'm going to TM away.
Just make sure you do it over the sink.
Oh my God.
Oh dear.
OnlyFans.
Let's get some of the niceties done and dusted, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to throw down your incense.
Pop an incense inside me.
That goes for us lot as well, including Coops, if you can be bothered. Wishing you the very best of luck.
That does involve putting the game on, Coops.
You'll have to find out at the end of the show.
I didn't even turn the fucking game on.
He's probably got Pikmin Bloom on at the moment, Coops, as he's already jumped ship. But hey.
Wishing you the very best of luck. Don't forget to let us know on Twitter or Insta at Incensed Podcast using the hashtag Shinies of the Week. Clarify the spelling.
Good timing,
well done, Ian.
Well done, you twat. if you bag yourself a shiny, a hundo, or something that is valuable to yourself.
And now, children, it's time for Getting to Know You with the Incensed Podcast.
And once again, I feel like it's always on my shows. I couldn't be bothered to think of a question. So we're going to revive the Who's Most Likely To game. We've got one or two each, which I think would be quite good fun. We'll just chuck them out there. Ian very kindly sent a couple over to me because I didn't plan my own freaking Who's Most Likely To.
He was literally like before the show, Ian, can you text me one over?
I guess this could qualify as a good question. Who out of us do you think would be most likely to sleep with their ex?
Oh, that is... Okay, who's going first?
I will say Ian.
Oh, okay, why?
Because I would.
Ian be like, any holes a go.
In Ian's defence, and I will say this, Ian is the only person that still has actually expressed fond memories of his exes between any of us.
True.
Exactly, yeah. So that was
Coops. It's a little bit too raw. I think Coops might as well, actually. But I think it's a bit too raw for Coops.
No.
I'm gonna put my hands up. I would. Yeah.
Is Katina next now? Is she?
No, bro. Stop bringing. Just when I forget her, Mark, you bring Katina up. Just when I forget her, you bring her up. Do you know what? Yeah, I feel like the person that was most likely to sleep with their ex would be kind of like the emotional one of the group. And in my personal opinion, I think that Mark is probably one of the most emotional ones in the group. So I was going to say you, Mark, to be honest.
The only one who's happily married.
Yes.
Everyone on the podcast. So I think if I was honest with you, I think I've never once spoken about an ex ever on the podcast. So, but I'm going with Ian. He's the only one who says he still loves his ex. So for me,
somebody else jumping with a thing.
I haven't got one of my own, but I've got one from Twitter, and I think I'll ask it on behalf of Stewie, 16, who says, "Who's most likely to sleep with his dad to save his mum?"
Oh my God,
Milo. I'm going with Milo.
Well, West Country vibes. Is that what you're thinking there?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I don't think anyone could claim that one. That's awful, that is.
Well, Mark, bring that. Don't go to social media. That's why you don't ask social media for this shit.
Twitter's a weird place. I haven't got one, Ian. I'm you were more prepared than me, mate, so I've not got one.
Ian, text Mark the one remaining.
Hang on, let me...
Right, I've got one, guys. Miraculously, who's most just like that? Who's most likely to get a bad tattoo? I've probably got a bad tattoo, so that probably means it's me.
Yeah.
Appreciate the honesty on that.
Yeah. I'll just jump on that wave, Mark. I'm going with Mark.
Have you guys got tattoos? Mine, have you got a tattoo?
I don't know, and I've been very drunk in my life and never gone to a tattoo parlour, so it's definitely not me. I don't know. Because if you've already got a bad tattoo, Mark, that doesn't qualify for this question. So
that's a good point.
To be fair, I'd probably get so drunk in like Iron Apple and get like I hate Niantic on my bum or some shit like.
Would you get the Niantic symbol with the Titanic thing
going into the arse crack?
Yeah, I'll go with Coops.
Hey, listen, that's a good idea. That sounds like a good tat idea. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll go with Coops on that one, I think. That's the Liverpool Safari Zone extra. It's Coops on the night out.
Yeah, I'm torn. At first I did think Mark, but Coops has or is building quite a reputation for being very, very drunk, very inebriated, and I wouldn't put anything past him, actually, to be honest. So I'm veering towards Coops, although Mark is probably the only one of us that is inked, to be honest.
No, I am.
Oh, you've got tat, have you?
Yeah. Have you not seen it?
Is it Katia?
It's on his microphone.
No, Mark, stop. Look, can you not see it?
I can see the bottom of your sock.
Is that his penis?
Hold on. Oh, is that my dick? Oh no, I thought it was my dick. Oh my god,
he's lost
it. Milo.
What is it?
Can you not see it?
A moon.
It's a moon.
Yeah.
A 3/4 crescent.
Yeah, me and one of my first ever proper girlfriends, we got a matching tattoo. So yeah.
That was a lot of hard work just to show us that tattoo.
Yeah, secretly I was hoping my micro penis would fall out my shorts.
Oh, Coops.
Dude, the tattoo's on your ankle. It ain't that long, mate.
I thought you were gonna like pull out like a sleeve or something, Coops, or like I've got like one all on my back. I thought you were gonna have like something epic, but no.
No, man, I'm honestly, man, I've wanted tattoos like my whole life, but I'm just a bit of a pussy, to be honest.
That's my awful
I'm
one,
scared.
Coops. That's my awful one there.
Oh.
And I've got another one there, and I've got a big one on my back as well. But yeah, and I've got 4 on my back actually. But yeah, that's pretty epic.
I saw the first one you showed there. I was like, that looks like the Koenigsegg car badge. That's what I looked. I was like, hang
It looks a
on.
little bit like it, yeah.
It does look like the Koenigsegg badge.
I'll take that.
They make £1 million hypercars, bro.
Yeah, we saw 3 of them in one day.
Oh wow! Oh, was that at Clarkson's farm? I saw that. Was that at Clarkson's farm? That was epic. I saw your video.
4 of them, Ian, I think.
There was a 4.
There were 4, mate.
I thought there was 3.
No, 4.
When are you not going to stop
Okay.
talking about this shit farm, man? What's going on?
And we're cutting off the recording now so I can beat Coops.
Oh my god, he's leaving Ealing.
Milo jumps in his car and heads round the M25 to Croydon.
Okay. Who's most likely to die first in a horror film?
Me. Zombies I can work with, but a horror film, that could be any amount of shit going on around.
Oh wait, yeah, we asked this one,
No,
didn't
zombies.
we?
You did zombie apocalypse.
Apocalypse, not
Horror
horror
film's
film.
different. If you had Michael Myers chasing you.
Yeah, going Friday the 13th.
Totally
guys.
different, yeah.
Why do you say yourself, Mark?
Mate, but I've been watching the Halloween films, right? Over Halloween, me
Yeah.
and Lisa watched up the first 5 Halloween films. And literally, it would catch me every single time. I would have even though the guy like only moves like about half a mile an hour, you can get in a car, drive 2 hours, get out, and he's there waiting for you. You wouldn't have a fucking chance.
He's got Find My iPhone on. It's following me. That's how.
I think I'm going to stick with a running theme. I think probably Coops because he's always drunk.
Have you got in for me tonight, bruv? You're picking me 3 times in a row. What's going on?
I love you, man.
I know, I love you too, but I did say I like the new game you invented. I like the new game. Leave me alone.
I'm going to save your bacon here, Coops. I'm going to save your bacon
okay.
and say Ian, because he can't even hack a com day without sitting down. So can you
The
imagine
dodgy ankle.
his dodgy ankle? He's like, oh, would you mind waiting? Hang on, before you kill me.
Before you kill me.
So I don't think it would be me, because kind of like Scream, I know a bit too much about horror movies to get caught in the tropes, so that's why I didn't go for myself.
Yeah, I think you know, Ian. You know the blueprint, mate. I think you'd be all right. You'd take a strategic break because you knew you had the time.
It's like everyone in horror movies runs upstairs. Where is there to go when you get to the top of the house?
Well, they always fall over as well.
Point.
So just don't fall over. That would
Exactly.
work.
And you don't have to run faster than the actual person trying to get you. You just need to run faster than your mate.
Yes, that's very true.
Do you know, I would say me, but it can't be me because I'm always loaded with the straps, fam. I'm always there ready.
The Croydon kit out is ready.
I'm just gonna say Ian because he said me. Fuck you, bro. I'm joking.
No, fuck you.
I had one actually, but I'm trying to think the best way of wording it. Who's most likely to shop at Primark out of us all?
Oh, definitely not me.
It's definitely. Are you sure?
Bro, I
swear I heard you saying gotta go to Primark at one point when we were
That's
together.
probably to get my drugs, fam. No, I'm joking. No, I no. Hell no. Like, no. By the way, no offense to anyone that shops at Primark. Great store, but never. You'll never see me in Primark, bro. Never. Not even for socks, bro. Never. I hope that didn't make me sound too stuck up. But yeah, no, Primark. Hell no.
You're getting a bit of my vibe, Coops. I can't be bloody seen in Primark. What the fuck is this shit?
Mate, honestly, I'd rather give Niantic a tenner, and I don't want to do that, so I'm never going into Primark, bro. Honestly.
I have been in Primark in my life. That's not much of a statement, but
Did you cleanse yourself afterwards, Milo?
I had to have I went in a biohazard suit.
I mean, I've been in Primark as well. I think I like the idea of Primark, but I didn't buy anything when I was in there. But well, there's nothing ever in your size, is there, for a start, or it's really garish. But yeah,
It shrinks after 2 washes. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going with Ian.
Fuck you, Ian.
You know what? I'm going to give you this one, Coops. It would be me, because I have actually bought some sort of plain T-shirts from there
There you go.
before.
Knew it.
You know what? Plain white tees, you can get them for a couple of quid, and you can chuck them away after literally 2 or 3 quid each. You can literally just chuck them away after 1 or 2 wears. So.
Well, on that riveting fact, I think we should move on. So, throwing this in now, what's everyone drinking tonight?
Oh, mate, I'll just quickly pop in. I'm doing the Ian juice tonight, mate. Ian juice.
Bit of Ian juice.
Got a Pepsi.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Is it Ian Pepsi?
No, it is just... obviously, there's Ian juice in the Pepsi, but it is
In the
just a
glass.
full-fat Pepsi Cola.
it's an Ian float.
That's something totally different.
Oh, stop it. Wait, is anyone doing No Nut November, by the way?
I don't
Is
drink
anyone
alcohol
doing
anyway,
that?
so...
No, wait. What?
Movember.
No, I said no Nut November.
No, not. Oh, I failed that already.
No.
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 Milo, the facts I just said. No Nut November, and Ian went something about Pepsi.
I don't drink alcohol.
I thought you was talking about, like, alcohol or...
No nut.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'll explain
what
after
is
the
it?
show. I'll explain after the show.
TMing away frustration.
Yeah.
Why would you stop doing that?
It's funny how you say no, not November and Niantic bringing a TM away frustration event.
Oh my god, let's move on.
Oh, I've got actually some tonic water.
Oh, fair play.
With gin in it.
It might have been drunk already. I don't know. No, it's just tonic tonight. Just tonic. Marky boy.
That's a turn out for the books because I've actually got wine, water.
That's
I've
2.
just finished the coffee.
Hey, he's got the 3er again.
The hat trick is back. It's technically 2 now, but I have got wine. So is that the only one? The only alcoholic drink? That's a bit weird. That can't be right, Milo.
You're doing us proud. You're doing us proud, Marky. Well, since we have our refreshments, gentlemen, and we are seated, I think it's a good time for Mark's pub quiz.
That is my favourite jingle. I love that bit at the end. So can you imagine? Welcome to the pub quiz. And we're going to have a fun one tonight. And Milo, you gave me a bit of motivation for this one in the show notes that you put forward. If you guys thought that Diwali was the only festival of light in the world, you were in for a surprise. We're going to take you through some of the other festivals of light celebrated across the globe.
Nice. Bit of culture for everyone. Yes.
A bit of culture for everyone. So we're going to start. I promise I'm going to get the scores right this week. I'm determined to get these fucking right. I don't want us to have a.
If you've got a pen, you can just go a tick or a cross. Good stuff.
Yes. Worryingly, I had that the last time. I still fucked it up. But anyway. The first question, boys, and these are all multiple choice again, and we're going to go Coops, Ian and Milo this time around for the answers. So the first question is, which country celebrates Las Fallas? And that is LASFALLAS. For anyone who wants to Google it quickly before it's their turn. The answers are A, Holland, B, Spain, or C, Portugal. So, which country celebrates Las Fallas? Coopsy.
Yeah. I'm going to go with C, Portugal.
I would have said Portugal too, so I will say Portugal.
And I would have also said Portugal.
Fuck you, Ian.
We've got 3 C's here.
3 C's. Abassa. Well, bleep that out. Anyway, number 2. Which country has the Lantern Festival? So, is that either A, China, B, Japan, or C, India?
Or D, Litwick.
Or D, Litwick.
Chandelier Festival.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to go with A, China.
A for Coopsy.
B, Japan.
Oh, yeah, I think I've got that
B
wrong.
for Japan for Ian.
I'd have gone Japan as well. I'm not picking Ian's answer. I just think that it's not always the obvious answer.
Yeah, no, I think I'm wrong. Yeah, sorry.
Right, so number 3. Which country celebrates St. Martin's Day? Is it A, Holland? Is it B, Ireland? Or is it C, Belgium?
St. Martin's, that's tricked me out because I thought it was Ireland, but maybe it's not. No, that's St. Paddy's Day. Oh my God!
These are all festivals of light, so it's a festival called St. Martin's Day.
Do you know what? I think it's a trick question, so I'm going with A, Holland.
A, Holland for Coopsy.
Oh Christ! Oh, sorry, didn't mean to blaspheme. Sorry, people.
Who shall be stoned to death?
Let's go. Just to be different, I'm going to go Belgium.
Ooh, Ian's gone for C and Belgium.
And I'd have gone Belgium as well.
Belgium for Milo. Right, number 4. Which country celebrates Loi Krafong, which is floater basket, translated into English, but Loi Krafong, Loi, and it's Krathong. The options are A, India, B, Iceland, or C, Thailand.
I'm going to go with C. No, B, sorry, B, sorry, B, sorry. Not Thailand, the middle one.
B for Coops, is you're going Iceland, Coops, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I am actually going to go Thailand.
Ian's going for Thailand.
And I'm not copying Ian's answers, trust me.
No,
I would have gone
if you
Thailand
think
as
it's
well.
Right, Milo, yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'd have gone Thailand.
Right, so that is 4 down. Here we go then. Number 5. Which country celebrates Pingxi, which is Pingxi, the Pingxi Lantern Festival? Is it A, Taiwan? Is it B, Tonga? Or is it C, the Philippines?
Ooh.
A, Taiwan, A.
A, Taiwan for Coopsy.
I would go Taiwan as well.
Ian is A for Taiwan.
I'm gonna go Taiwan as well because I'm copying all.
Alright, fuck you. I'm going Philippines.
Good man, Milo. Good
your
man.
If I lose the pub
Milo's-
quiz, it's on you, Coops.
Milo's go to the Philippines.
Suck you off.
Suck you off.
How can I turn that down?
Right, number 6. Which country celebrates the Night of the Witches? Is it A, Morocco, B, Mexico, or C, Canada?
Yeah, it's got to be B in it. It sounds proper Mexican, doesn't it? Witches and all that. Yeah.
B for Mexico for Coopsy.
I'm just going to go A. I've got no idea. Not even a glimmer on
A
this
for
one.
Morocco.
To be fair, Ian, I've not had a clue for all.
I'll go C, Canada, on that one.
Ooh, different.
Well, I had a 7th question, but we're not going to need it. So it wraps up the Festival of Light quiz.
Drum roll.
So, drum roll. So we'll start with the top one quickly. Which country celebrates Las Fallas? Well, it's B, Spain. Spain is the one that has Las Fallas.
I thought that was too obvious.
So everybody missed out on that one. As a slack off appears on my Incensed. It's not pink though. Number 2, which country has the Lantern Festival? Well done, Coops. It's A, China. So there's one for Mr. Coops. Number 3, which country celebrates St. Martin's Day? It is Holland. A, Coopsy got that one right. Well done, Coops. Number 4, which country celebrates Loy Krathong, which was floating a basket? Well done to the other 2. It was Thailand. It was C. So Milo, or Ian, I should say, then Milo copied you. Well done, my friend.
At least it wasn't a whitewash, Milo. We got a point.
Number 5, which country celebrates Pingxi, or Pingu as I was calling it, Pingxi Lantern Festival? It was Taiwan, which was A. So Coops and Ian have got that one right. And finally, question number 6, which country celebrates the Night of the Witches? It was Mexican. It was B.
Sounds like Coops getting almost everything right.
Wait, what did I got 4 out of 6?
So, in first place, Coopsy with 4. Second place, Ian with 2. And Milo got 1.
Yes, I don't want to sound like Mystic 7, but let's go, baby. Let's
Coops.
go.
Shut the fuck up.
Big brain Coops.
Yes.
So we did.
I'm happy.
Well done, Coopsy. And that means that, well, technically, you've all won one now, doesn't it? But unofficially, you've all won one.
Technically, yeah.
You lot are planning this to try and make me enjoy these games. I swear you lot are doing this on purpose.
Trying to give you a big head.
Well,
Oi.
Big heads on Milo.
big heads on the micro penis. That would be some sight.
Milo, stop it. OnlyFans, keep it to that.
You've got to keep the subscription going. Keep it going.
Well done, everyone. That concludes it. And well done, Coopsy. 4 out of 6.
Well done, Mark.
Well done.
Lovely
Coops.
pub quiz. Very, very good. And congrats to Coops. That was absolutely fantastic.
Someone get me a fucking Stella. No.
All right. That was fantastic. We'll move it along. We've got some good news. Niantic actually released some event information before we recorded tonight's show, so we can actually cover it. So, Ian, it is over to you again for the news.
Is the news.
Thank you, and I think I drew this short straw based on last week's rendition of the Dia de los Muertos event. Anyway, we have got information on the Festival of Lights, which, as you're listening to this, we will currently be in the midst of. It starts on Friday, the 5th of November at 10 a.m, and it's running all the way through to Sunday, November the 14th at 8 p.m. local time. With this one, it is going to be one where you are going to want to open gifts. Friendship levels will increase twice as fast. Gifts will provide increased rewards, so we're going to get more from gifts, which is always good. And you'll be able to open up to 45 per day. So it's something we've been asking for a while. I think Coops, you said this before. The wheeling out for an event, 45 gifts a day is good. The Season of Mischief will continue. If we complete the Season of Mischief storyline, which we are currently in the middle of, I think there's about 4 stages left, we will get an event where we can potentially get another version of Hooper, which we're guessing is going to be the Unbound version of Hooper.
Woo!
Exactly. Exactly. Can we have
It's
another
actually
more
good.
emphatic one, Milo?
It's actually good. Fuck yes!
Coops, this will get you opening the game, mate. I guarantee this next bit will get you opening the game. So, because the Festival of Lights is based around Diwali, for the first few days of the event, we will get in-game fireworks.
Cheese! Yeah. Facts.
If Niantic remember to turn them on.
Always a chance.
There will be a new Pokemon debuting for the Festival of Lights. We are going to get the release in-game of Dead Den, which I believe is a Gen 6.
Generation
Basically like
6.
a Pikachu-style electric mouse. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, but Ian, is it higher or lower than Bulbasaur?
I'll go higher. I'll go higher. Okay, so what can we expect from this event? Wild encounters, we are going to get Pikachu, Magnemite, Slugma, Whismur, Electrike, Blitzel, Cottony, Tynamo, Fennekin, Deden, and if you are particularly lucky, you might encounter Darumaka and Litwick. Now, a lot of those can be shiny, and personally, I am going to be really hoping to get the shiny Blitzel, the shiny Electrike, and the shiny Whismur, all of which I actually do need in-game. I don't know about you guys. Any interest in any of those?
Whismur hunt, definitely.
I need more Whismur. Yeah, and the Blitzel without the costume.
Oh, yeah, you got it with the costume, didn't you?
It's the first time you'll be able to evolve shinies as Seb Striker, actually, isn't it?
It will be, because the costume one you couldn't evolve, of course. And Darumaka, that can be shiny. And of course, Litwick, yep, more Candy XL hunting there. So moving on, field research task encounters. We are going to get the ability to find Vulpix, Magnemite, Electabuzz, Magmar, Electrike, Blitzel, Darumaka, and of course all of those can be shiny. Litleo, which can't, and Deden as well, which can't. So a lot of potential shinies there from field research. And Milo's favourite. We're moving on to the raids. Milo, get your wallet out. We are going to have in 1-star raids Charmander, Vulpix, Chinchou, Litwick, and Deden.
Chinchou.
3-star raids Alolan Raichu, Electabuzz, Magmar, and Bellossom. And 5-star raids we have got the Sacred Sword Trio, Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion. And of course in Mega Raids, Mega Manectric. So Milo, your wallet is going to be feeling the pain for the next 2 weeks.
It really isn't. It's going to be breathing a sigh of fucking relief.
Be. You'll be helping those low-level players, mate. I know it.
Are we helping them get those Chinchou rates in?
Exactly.
Boys, can you just do me a huge favour, just really quickly? I'm just on the phone.
Yeah,
I'm just going to call my boss because I want to book Friday off work because it sounds sick. Oh, did you see Milo's face? He thought I was on the phone. Did you see his
I
face?
did look. I was like, hang fire. Is somebody calling?
No, I actually thought to myself, normally Coops when he's on the phone just mutes himself, so I thought something was going on. But of course, Coops' favourite part of the game, we are going to have 7-kilometre eggs with Alolan Geodude, Chinchou, and Pichu, Vulpix, Magby, Elekid, and Budyu. So if you want the shiny babies, now is the time to go and hatch them, because if that is the entire egg pool, there's a chance you might get something that you want. For any listeners in India, if you're playing the game on Sunday, the 7th of November, which is today as it drops, between 4 and 7 p.m, Blitzel and Deden will be appearing more frequently in the wild, and you're going to get double catch candy. This bit's for Mark. Mark's really going to love this. New avatar items and stickers are going to be available. So visit the in-game store and you will get a Festival of Lights avatar t-shirt, and of course there will be stickers available by spinning Pokestops, opening gifts, purchasing them from the in-game store. And we're coming to the end.
Sorry, does
That
anyone
should have been a
stickers?
question. That should have been the question. Who's most likely to buy stickers from the in-game shop in Pokemon?
most likely to buy
We know it's you. But with light comes shadow. And to tie this event into a nice, neat bow, the Festival of Lights and Professor Willow's research into Hooper might have caught Team Go Rocket's attention. So we're going to have a Team Go Rocket event on Tuesday, the 9th of November. Get ready for this. You can use a charge TM to TM away frustration. Team Go Rocket will also be appearing more frequently at Pokestops and in balloons, and there will be more information to come, but probably not around this event. It will probably be around the next event, which we'll have next week for you.
That felt good.
So Mark's just TM'd away frustration.
Nicely done. Nicely done. So we can chat a little bit about this event, I think, because actually
There's a lot going on.
it's a lot happening. There's a lot of good stuff in there, to be fair. I'm looking at
Yeah, there's a lot
Blitzel,
of good raids.
looking at
You know, there really is a lot going on. I mean,
Charmander, definitely.
There really is a lot going on, and I actually, like I said to you when we talked about November looking a bit flat, that this actually is a pretty good event. I think it could actually be quite good. We've got it for almost 2 weeks, and there's a lot of shiny potential for anyone that's actually lacking any of the shinies in their decks. So definitely one, I think, to invest a little bit of time in. I definitely do.
There's some good rare spawns as well. Darumaka, really, really good pick, obviously. I mean, I'm hoping it's spawning like it did earlier in the year with the Darumaka. It was the 5-year anniversary event, and it was spawning everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
yeah.
hoping it's on a similar-ish tier to that with Litwick. That would be cool.
If you are lucky, but if
Yeah,
you
I
look
know.
at Sunflora on the last event, that was fucking everywhere.
Yeah, it was quite common. And
So
thankfully,
hopefully we will
Darumaka
see
is
it.
actually fucking useful.
It is. It is a very, very useful one. And Blitzel,
I'm just quite
Electri-
emotional.
Why are you emotional?
No, because like I didn't hear anything about this event having a collection challenge.
They
You must
haven't
raid
announced a collection
Charmander.
challenge.
Yeah, you must raid 7 Charmanders.
7 Charmanders and 5 Chinchu.
So there's no collection challenge, but how am I going to get through the weekend?
Where's his poffin is where he's asking.
yeah.
Where's
Did
my
you get a
fucking
poffin? Did you
poffin?
actually do the collection challenge for the Dia de los Muertos?
On my life, I actually turned on the game and I was looking for a Sableye and I literally turned on the game in the evening at like an hour before the event ended and Sableye spawned. I was like, oh, sick. So I did get the poffin.
Aww,
Yeah, I did.
It is.
that's
The
nice.
event could have been completed in like 10 minutes, couldn't it? Everything was spawning in abundance.
But no, I'm definitely going to be playing this event, I think. There's a good shiny potential for pretty much everything. I don't know why Slugma, though. It's like, Slugma, what the fuck? And Litleo, they always have to have one Mon in the 7 kilometer regs, or it is
It's
7
can't
that's
be shiny,
like,
yeah.
can't be shiny and is really shit, and you'll be getting out of 2Ks anyway.
So does that mean we're going to be getting a 24-hour grind video then, Milo?
To be fair, you might actually.
Brilliant.
Because it is a good event. It's worthwhile
very good
investing
event.
time.
I'll be honest with you, like obviously, as we all know, we spoke about it before, not being negative, but there was during the summer, it was a rocky few events, but I think this one is definitely something to get hyped for. And I know that 24 hours on Monday, the Dia de Muertos, I know like
48 hours.
Sorry, 48 hours.
yeah.
But I know, but Ian said it was
Oh my
kind of
God.
over quite quickly. But I think
It was.
this one is here for
You
2.
could complete it in 10 minutes.
Marky boy?
What? Shiny?
Oh, Hundo!
Oh, Hundo.
Hey, you can Mega Evolve that.
It's a 987 CP as well, Milo. It's bloody strong as
That's
well.
nice. High one. Hey, it's a Hundo, mate. Well
It's a
done.
hundo.
That's actually a good Hundo.
GG's,
Congrats.
mate. GG's.
Poggers.
That is a Poggers hundo. Sorry,
Mark's
guys.
Mark's getting all the good shit over the last couple of weeks.
That's because he's the only one playing the game during the podcast.
What do you think I'm doing?
Oh, Ian. Oh, anyway, I'm talking about good things. Milo, good news.
What?
All the Gen 4 starters are going to be released with more costumes, which can't be evolved.
Oh, great. I think we should move it on to this game that we brought in last week. It was a really, really good idea, so I'm bringing it back. It's Play Your Decks Right.
Play your dicks right.
Jeez. Got some cracking new jingles coming in, haven't we, for the new
Ian,
shit?
bless him, he created the game and the jingle, and he sent 2 versions of the jingle. And I want to just let everybody know that the other
version was amazing.
Version was literally
good.
the intro of the Pornhub soundtrack. Wasn't it, Mark? I was crying. Oh.
It was.
I'd just like to go on record now and say epidemic sound. It really wasn't.
Brilliant.
Please
No.
don't ban us.
The Pornhub soundtrack with the "Play Your Dicks Right" just worked for me.
Let's get things going, shall we? I want to put my own spin on this because the new Pokemon, the theme of the Festival of Lights, is electric and fairy. I'm going to try my best to make this work with a higher or lower game of electric and fairy types. So
Oh, no. Okay. Fucking hell.
this could be really good or really bad depending on where I go in the Pokédex. So
It could be over very quickly.
Ian, since you came up with the concept, you're going to go first. Clefable is the starting block.
Okay.
Is Jigglypuff higher or lower?
That's actually hard, you know.
Lower.
That is wrong.
Oh!
What?
This is what
does
I
it
mean.
feel to
It's,
be me,
it's gonna be
Ian?
close.
Jesus. Was it higher?
It was higher by about 3. I'm going to make this kind of difficult, okay? Coops.
Mate, listen, don't do me dirty. I swear to God, don't do me dirty.
Don't do me dirty.
I want a Bulbasaur Mewtwo one, please.
No, you're going to like this one.
They're fairies, Coops.
Everyone's getting a little different starting block on this, okay?
okay,
So,
okay.
Togepi is your starting block.
Oh, God.
Is Mareep higher or lower?
That's not a fair question, Milo.
All right, I've got a feeling that Ampharos is, hear me out, is it's a lot further down on the Pokédex, but I'm going to go opposite of what I feel. So I'm going to say it's higher.
That is correct.
Yes! Yes!
So Coops
Ian, just
stays...
a reminder. Ian, you're out. Ian, you're out. Just a reminder, you're out. Another fucking game.
Coops is still in the game.
Mark, if you get this wrong, bruv, I take this.
This means you win 2 games in a row, which means we need more games.
Cleffer, Mark, is your starting block. Cleffer.
Sake.
Is Igglybuff higher or lower than it?
Ooh, that is... Come on, get it wrong.
Lower.
I'm afraid that's wrong.
Yes! Yeah, it's my game. It's my game.
It's Coops' game. They were very difficult ones, to be fair. Well done, Coops, winning the...
That's just
winning
unfortunate.
your dick's right.
Well done, Coops.
Can I get my little drop in my beer can as a celebration jingle, please, Ian?
You certainly can if you really want to.
Yeah, let's do it. Thank you.
A poetic ending to a fantastic game. Well done, guys.
Who doesn't love a donut?
We should get some Krispy Kreme in for next week's recording.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
Yes.
But,
Yeah.
Let's move it on to the main chat. And obviously, Ian has gone through the news, and we are finally getting an event where we can team away frustration, a Team Rocket kind of takeover. And on the back of that, I wanted to talk about Team Rocket in Pokemon Go, where it's been and where it's kind of going and how we feel about it, because personally, it feels like it's been shunned to the back of the cupboard, certainly in this year. I mean, thoughts on the actually bringing back the TM away frustration thing, because it's one of the most requested things that players actually ask for. This is the first time we're getting it since May, I think, only the second time this year.
Jesus. I know a little bit about the GBL community, and I know that Shadow Pokemon has it's quite good. It has a really positive effect on the GBL, and people want to use Shadow Pokemon, experiment. It's different content for everyone. I don't know if this is controversial, and I'll be honest, the Trainer Club, I didn't actually know that this is the second time this whole year.
Yeah.
In a whole 12 months, 2 days that we could. Oh my god, bruv! But yeah, those grunts harass us on a minutely basis.
Yeah.
So this might be controversial, but I honestly believe like a quality of life update. Like, I really don't think it's necessary to have this as like a prized possession type thing. I just think being able to TM away frustration should just be a part of the gameplay on day-to-day life. I just think it should be. I think it's such an irrelevant and silly thing to hold back to, as you've said, mate, to twice a year. So I do actually like Shadow Pokemon. TMing away frustration is great. Like I said, listening to that fact, it kind of pisses me off, and I just think it should just be a part of the game, or maybe every first of the month, or every just something. Yeah, just something. Like every, like how they have a spotlight hour, raid hour. Why don't on Monday can be frustration day or frustration hour? Or,
Monday.
No, but
Frustration Friday.
No, I like it. I like it.
You know what I mean? And in
it.
that hour, you can TM away and have a wank. No, I'm joking.
That's what Coops say. Between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night is frustration hour.
Oh dear.
Frustration.
No, but you know what I mean? I think they should incorporate TMing away frustration in something like that rather than twice a year. But that's my take.
I'm with you, because what it feels like now is that they've just forgotten. It happens so infrequently that it feels like they've just forgotten that it needs to be a thing. And then they go, oh fuck, it's nearly the end of the year. Because if you backtrack to 2020, the one before May was early December, Whooper Day, I think, and we could TM frustration away on that. They're so I don't know why they can't just. Doesn't take too much planning, surely, just to put it once, maybe every quarter, every 3 months, once in the season, and then do that. It does feel like they forget about it.
I love the fact you two met up together on Whooper Day.
Yeah, that's the start of our friendship, really, wasn't it?
First and fateful meet.
Yeah.
First date.
First day I got a handy. I'm joking.
Oh, he didn't tell me that. I feel so sorry for you.
I like the idea, though, of what you said, Coops. This isn't a prized thing in the game. I don't understand why they've made it feel like it is. Like you said, it's almost like they've put it in. I haven't heard how much people think it's really good, then pulled it out and forgotten about it. And they've kind of like tried to make it like a real rare thing. But I didn't realise it was twice in a year. This will be the second time in a year. That's mad. But I like the idea of like Frustration Monday or like Frustration Hour each weekday evening.
Frustration Hour every evening.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? I'm telling you, it works. Frustration Hour on a Friday, 6 till 7, it works. I'm sorry, it's got legs there, definitely.
Yeah, I agree with you. Ian, what do you think?
I'm probably going to piss the three of you off, but I really don't care.
That's not a problem.
Yes, yeah.
I don't have any issue with them holding it back and making it an event every now and again. I think it would take away from Shadow Pokemon if they had it there constantly for you, because you wouldn't have anything to actually save your Shadow Pokemon for and actually make a mini event out of. So
Yeah,
I've got no issues with that. I mean, if it was, say, it would just become another part of the game if it was there regularly.
I think the only thing I would say to try and counter that is if they keep it in this format, and for example you got something that was really, really good as a Shadowmon, if you want to spend the resources, you could just give it a second move and then you can use it anyway. The TMing frustration, they're trying to make it an event, and they do, but there are shortcuts around the whole system. It does require spending a bit of resources, depending. I mean, for example, I've realised the only Shadowmon since the last event that I would like to TM frustration away from is my Shadow Ho-Oh, and it's been 6 months or something. I've got one.
Well, let's hope you don't forget then.
Yeah. It's like, the event is finished. Oh, fuck. Messed it up. A couple of other pointers is that in the code, we've seen Shadow Lugia has been added. I think the 2D sprite of it has just been added. So there's rumours and speculation, and people have thought about it, that Giovanni is finally going to get put back into the game. This is another point. It's not difficult. We've seen them make research lines and daily quests and weekly event quests. Why did they not put Giovanni in for the last sort of 4 months? It's really odd, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I Jesus Christ.
How many eyes was that?
I start a rap. No. Yeah. I hate Nyan. No. The reason why I was stuttering then is because I am just genuinely confused on the whole frustration Giovanni, because like you, Milo, they do literally bring them out. It kind of feels like when they forget.
Yeah.
But if I'm putting 2 and 2 together, I think Giovanni coming back will mean that the legendary Pokemon will be Shadow Lugia, in my opinion, which obviously won't be the actual real Shadow sprite from the anime. It will be the
purple
normal
fart
Lugia
cloud.
with a bit of a purple fart cloud. Which, listen, at the end of the day, right, I know, Milo, I know you've created content around Lugia. You guys have spoken about it on the podcast to basically, with all due respect to Lugia, to say that it's a bit of a dead legendary in Pokemon GO. Mm-hmm. For my age range, Pokemon Silver and Gold, growing up, I used to play them all the time. So Lugia and Ho-Oh have a special place in my heart. But in Pokemon GO, they are just a bit dead. Shadow Lugia, it's really not hype, especially if they keep the purple farty cloud. That's definitely not hype. So hopefully they change that to make it into that really cool black slick with it's got like a helmet on, right, and like a weird tail. It's got like a
big helmet on it.
Big helmet.
Yeah, big yeah.
I think it's safe to say, Coops, that the purple fart cloud is going nowhere, because that's how you distinguish all your Shadow Pokemon in Go, so that's not going anywhere.
Yeah, they won't change the palette, unfortunately, which is annoying.
I mean, I'm a bit like you. I think the problem is with it, it's a true awesome Shadow Pokemon Lugia is when you see it as it's meant to be, or how it is, I should say, because that's the only one that truly exists at the moment, because it isn't in Pokemon Go yet. It's a badass Shadow Pokemon, legendary Pokemon, Lugia is. Oh, it's bloody amazing. And you couldn't help but be a little bit underwhelmed when Poker Data, not Poker AK, shit, hold on. Do you know what, though? I don't know, in this country, we've got like this thing where Mourinho's on the advert, and like I think it's Paddy Power. Well, maybe we'll get them to sponsor us one day. Like someone wins a jackpot every day, and he goes, "You're not special. Everyone wins every day." People get blocked by Poker AK, and they're like, "I've been blocked by him." I feel like going, "You're not special." Everyone gets blocked by Poker AK. He block everyone more than one a day, but. It's a disappointing when you see that sprite with its purple fart gases around it, because Lugia, as Coops eloquently put, is dead in Pokemon Go. It's a shame. It's a real shame.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Yeah.
I do feel a bit underwhelmed when I saw that. I just went, they've just taken its sprite and whacked purple shit and dust around it.
That's what they do.
Shiny, yeah.
But Ian, you're right. It's the only way you can differentiate between it, and they ain't going to change it for that, are they? So yeah.
Ian, what are your thoughts on sort of the lack of Giovanni, I would say, this year?
Personally, I do actually enjoy doing the leaders, doing the research, and doing the Giovanni, which at one time was like every
month,
wasn't it, when it first started? And bear in mind, that is one of the badges that we're playing for in the game if you're a badge collector. The fact that they've taken it out for, 4 months now?
Yeah.
There's been no Giovanni in game for 4 months. For anyone that is chasing those badges and actually wants to collect those Shadow Legendaries that Giovanni has, it shouldn't be gone that long. It really shouldn't. And that is one element I actually do enjoy. Yeah, 4 months is too long in my opinion. Maybe a month I can live with, but when it's gone for like a third of a year...
Well, we've had an entire season, mostly an entire season of the game between.
Well, the last time Giovanni was in game was when we did the community day in Mark's Village.
Yes. That was even late. That was late though, because we all slacked on the research. If you remember,
it was a
it was an earlier episode in the Flex game. Mark asked about what's the IV of your Shadow Ho-Oh because you got yours, and then Ian and I didn't have ours because we're being lazy. It was June. June was the month.
It's right, you're right, yes.
So it's been fucking ages.
But I don't know why they didn't. Sorry to cut name, but it was a really good point, though. They threw them out every month when they brought out the Beasts, didn't they? Yeah. It was Entei, Suicune, and the other one.
Raikou.
Raikou brought them out. But I'm surprised they didn't do them, or they aren't going to do it for the Swords of Justice trio, because, I mean, they're all crap. If it just did those back to back, but they bring them all out at the same time, aren't they? So, yeah, I just don't know. I think... Lugia seems a bit delayed. I don't know why they've left it so long. It just seems really weird.
It's what everybody wanted. It's kind of building the hype.
It's exactly what you and Coops were talking about. It's like that they know that they're going to just put Lugia with a purple fart cloud around it. But for me, it's like, even if they don't want to go straight ahead, like they've cycled the legendary birds through, I think, 2 or 3 times.
Three times. I think I bought some of them 3 times.
They've done the legendary birds 3 times.
All the IVs of mine were dead.
So they gave it 2020 Go Fest. They gave them with like a 10-10-10 stat. They didn't. They didn't do it for this year with the Beasts.
And I just want to say this, Ian. Hold on to your chair here because I'm going to talk incredibly positive about the game.
Oh my god!
That day, no, Milo, what you're describing, bro. I'm being deadly serious, and I still say this to this day. That day 2, which was all about the Shadow. You did all of those. You got all of the legendaries and the Shadow Mewtwo. I swear to God, that was probably in my top 5 days that I've had, like, enjoyment-wise of the game in the last 5 years. I don't know why, but having all the grunts, I don't know if there were balloons. I think there were the balloons. Yeah. Like, bro, the research, I actually loved that day so much. And I mean that. So, yeah, it's weird for me because I do like the aspect of Shadow Pokemon and the extra damage, but something's just missing. That I don't know if it is the IVs and they just come bad all the time, and you have to wait 8 months until you get a chance at a legendary Shadow, and then when you get the IV, it's a 2-1-6.
That's
You're just
the thing.
like, what's the it's something needs to be tweaked, but I just obviously I don't earn the billions to even think about it, but.
You make a very good point, Coops, is that for me, certainly, I mean, I got one good Shadow Legendary on that Go Fest day in 2020. I don't know why they didn't do it. They switched it for the raid day for this year, didn't they? So we haven't had the Beasts twice. They've had Mewtwo twice. We had it once for Go Fest, and then they brought it out in September or October of last year. It just perplexes me that it's taken so long to finally get to Ho-Oh, and now it's this long to get to Lugia. I'm like, you could easily chuck in they do copy-paste research all the time, don't they? The Rocket research has always been copy and paste. It's like, defeat 5 grunts, defeat this, battle in this gym, spin these stops. Just copy and paste the quest and have, like, okay, we're cycling through the legendary beat or the birds again, and then the beasts again. Because people do the research, you get some rewards, and more than likely you're going to end up with a shit Shadow Legendary anyway. The fact that it's so infrequent, along with bad IVs, I think that's why it feels so disappointing, which is why that day in 2020 actually felt really good. I would agree with you on that, Coops. It was a really fun day.
And that's the problem, bro. Exactly what you just said. Like, God, we're all agreeing with each other, all bum licking each other. No, but it's nice though. But like, not to keep going on about it, but like, there's something really sexy and really sick about a Shadow Legendary. There really is. But when you know that you get one Mewtwo in 4 years, which you know is not going to be a 13 and above, you just know it's not. You're not going to have a 13 13th. I mean, some people do, and if you do, you're incredibly lucky. But I think it really excites me. The Shadow Legendaries do, but then you think, oh, well, you know, one time in 3 years, I'm going to get an opportunity of a Shadow Mewtwo, and I'm just going to get a 4-8-2.
Yeah.
So what, like, do you know what I mean? The hype just instantly, before you even finish thinking, oh my God, Shadow Mewtwo, you think, oh, what's the point? You know, oh, and then it's going to be, when I catch it, it's going to be another 12 years before I can TM away frustration. So it's just like, the whole idea is so amazing, but just something doesn't fit into place with the whole thing.
Hit the nail on the head on that. I think the fact that when they do come around at the moment, you could get a shit one. And actually, let me rephrase that. It's 80% likely you will get a shit one, the way it is at the moment.
100.
Yeah, 100%.
99.9999999.
Because when we had the event and we did like the local challenges for the event, Hervey, as you all know of, he's been on. We spoke about on the podcast. You know, when we knew the base was 10-10-10 for the 3 birds for that Go Fest. Was it Go Fest? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Go Fest. Yeah,
Go Fest 2020. Yeah.
Part of the competition we had was who had the best IVs for the shadows, because we knew they were going to be really, really good, potentially really, really good, you know, and it was quite nice. But now when they roll around, you just look at it like you said and go, well, it's going to be shit, and I'm going to have that familiar question of, is it worth purifying it to make it less shit? But it's such a shame, isn't it? Because there's nothing better than a Shadow Legendary, like you said. I think there's something just about them, and when you get like a 2-3-8 one, you look at it and go, fucking hell.
You look at it and go, it's also really expensive. Like, you get them so infrequently and they're shit, and then they're even more expensive to even do anything with. It's like there's so much potential there to spruce up the whole system.
And you can't trade them, can you, either? That's the thing.
You can't
even roll them or that.
You can transfer them, though.
We all know Pokemon Go is basically like gambling, so you go into it not expecting to win anyway, but it doesn't stop you doing it. You can still have fun with your research and getting it. Just because you're going to get a shit Pokemon at the end, if it's really that bad, you can delete it if you really want to. It's the experience of the journey to get it, as much as actually just getting them on at the end. If I gamble, I know I'm going to lose 99% of the time, but it doesn't stop me doing it.
Fair cop.
And on that bombshell.
No, but mate, I know.
It's true.
I'm telling you, like, that day, and it was a storyline. Like the day was amazing. So bring those back if you're listening.
Yeah, no, I agree. They should have done it for this year at the Go Fest. They need to bring Giovanni back more frequently if the whatever's going to be terrible all the time. The other thing, before we sort of round out, I wanted to talk about the leaders and the Shadow Shinies and that sort of thing, because to remember, 2019, the first wave was actually really good. We had Shadow Shiny Beldum, Shadow Shiny Bagon, and then Shadow Shiny Sneasel. I know we've had Shadow Beldum back because popular request, but it took a year and a half. Since then, you know, at the moment, we've got Sneasel's back in, which is good. But
Scyther,
then,
right?
No, that was Jesse and James. That's Jesse and James, another fucking ballpark as well. There's something else. I haven't actually done a Rocket Leader in about 5 months.
I've done 2, and it was C-Dot and Sneasel. I've not done...
Oh, it's the not what's the bug type? Venonat.
Oh yeah,
Venonat.
Oh my
yes,
God.
yes.
God, look at me, Jesus.
Yes.
You, Coops.
Not so casual, Coops.
He's not casual. He's my brother.
I really don't like when they make the leaders have like a terrible, terrible mon. Particularly when they start out with something so good. They had 3 really good ones, and then it's just gone worse and worse and worse. And I was hardcore on the Beldum, the Bagon, and Sneasel. And like now, I haven't done a leader in 4 months. I don't care about the 12 kilometre
Not
race.
even Sierra.
No.
I've not, Milo, it's funny. It's funny if I say that, Milo. I've not done one for a fucking few months, mate. I don't even tap on the balloons anymore. The next round will be like Shadow Sunflower or fucking some bollocks like that.
God.
Can you imagine that?
Shadow Sunkern.
Shadow Sunkern. Fucking hell. I mean, Shadow C-Dot's a fucking joke, isn't it? It's. I know it evolves and it's better, but
mate. it takes in my head it takes way too long to cycle through the leaders and do these events for Team Rocket. There's so much potential there. Like, we've got a dead kind of raid month at the moment. They should be putting stuff. I mean, they're putting stuff in good events. There are really good events like the Festival of Lights and the Dia de los Muertos, and probably, hopefully, the Diamond and Pearl event later this month will be good as well. It's just like, when you've got so much potential, there was so much hype and so much buzz around Team Rocket back in the day, and now there's Shadow Machop and Swinub to grind. Everything else, like Shadow Snubble?
Poliwag for Great League.
I forget the PvP ones.
There's a lot of...
Shadow.
The PvP.
No, all jokes aside though, there are actually I think actually every single Shadow Pokemon you could genuinely use for GBL.
Oh, well, that's why I don't care. That's why I don't
So
care.
Coops, what would your next trio of Shadow Mons be then? Imagine they say, right, we've got the next 3 of them out. What would you have then, based on that GBL thing? If you wanted to carry that trend on, what 3 would you like?
For the team leaders?
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Oh no, don't give him a GBL fucking
This would
range,
be good, because if they come out, then fucking amazing.
So I personally would like Mudkip back, because I haven't seen a Mudkip in about a year, and I really want a Shadow. I think, when did they come out, Milo? Were they a Rocket?
2019.
Yeah, so I would personally like that back.
I want to see Rolts. You don't get Rolts anymore, you just get Snubble or Wobbuffet.
Wobbuffet.
I just think a mixture, Marky Boy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say
But
specific.
Mudkip's a good shout. Mudkip's a good shout.
Oh, Shadow Shiny Shuckle.
That'd be a beast, wouldn't it? That'd be fucking a rock.
Shadow Shiny. Well, that's one and Wobbuffet that you would actually want to purify rather than keeping the Shadow, because the Shadow buffs its attack by 20% but reduces its defense by 17%. It would be good if they did a cycle. Like if they did them more frequently. They recycle the eggs and change the mons all the time with different seasons, and the nests change every 2 weeks. If things were a bit more spruced up with Team Rocket, it could be really good, rather than just being a stale glass of milk.
Well, yeah, Coops looks like Lawrence of Arabia, like that, doesn't he?
Sorry.
We need a picture of this, actually. Somebody snap a pic of this evening's recording.
Yeah, come on, let's all pose. Let's all pose.
There we go. Coops, you do look like the oil
Lovely
sheik.
work.
He's like he just bought Newcastle United or something.
Oh my god!
He's just pretending he's back in Dubai.
Yeah.
Facts.
He needs a bucket hat for that.
He's got a bucket hat, Milo.
Where's
He's
the
got a
bucket
bucket hat.
Back in the day when I played the game, no joke.
Before we move on, let's do the poll. So the question was: what do you think
Mark's
of
poll.
the Mark's poll? It's not as big as some of the previous ones we've had, but it's had
Still
a
a good
few.
size.
So, what do you think of the data mined sprite of Shadow Lugia? 32 votes in 15 minutes. That's pretty cool. Some of the comments first were not looking good. I'm hoping they don't screw it up, but then again, it is Niantic. Stewie's put at Pokemon UK is going to love seeing Shadow Lugia in raids instead of regular.
Oh no. No.
You're safe there, mate, because people won't have 8 million dust to max it, so you're
It will
safe.
still recommend it, trust me.
Yeah, to recommend it.
Keith's gone, sure someone will moan. Milo this time and not Coops! ! Which is true.
Do you know what? To be fair, no one's actually moaned about Lugia. Have we all just sort of been a bit real?
Hey, Shadow Lugia will be better than normal Lugia.
Well, but let's hope so, because normal Lugia's not great.
It's still not amazing, but it's better.
Spintiana says meh, which is quite good. And Kitty Bear 77, a shout out for Kitty Bear, who says, just wants to say, I actually love the polls you all do in general. Thanks for all you do. So that's quite nice. So the poll result was 63% of people actually love it. They love the purple fart dust around Lugia.
Okay.
And 38% are not happy. 2 out of every 3 are loving the purple fart juice around Lugia.
Fair.
That's a fair point.
Fair point. They're all wrong, but anyway, moving on. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll move it on. Obviously, it was last weekend was Philadelphia Safari Zone. We'll have a quick couple of minutes talking about it. Obviously, none of us went there. It looked like a blast on the weekend, but from what I heard, it had nothing. When we were all hyping up Liverpool Safari Zone, it's got all of these bits and pieces. We had Eevee and Pikachu meet and greet, the Snorlax, etc. The park was decked out. You see pictures of what they have. They had like a marquee in a field, and that was it. There was nothing else.
Yeah, I can't lie, bro. Like when I saw a few pictures and stuff, I was actually shocked. I was genuinely, I was a bit taken back, and obviously grateful to how lucky we were in Liverpool and how amazing our experience was. I saw like a fucking like a Professor willow like little stand thingy, and then I saw this little tent. I wouldn't even call it a marquee, Milo. It was like a tent. It was like a tent that had been there for 12 years, and I was like, oh, and that was genuinely it. And I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. I was really, really shocked. But on the positive, their game did look better. I liked where all their stops and spawns were all together.
So many
I like
more
that.
stops than
Yeah.
The actual in-game. It was like the reverse, wasn't it?
Yes,
really?
yeah, it was. That's the one thing I didn't like about Liverpool was you had like everything was so like random, whereas in Philly everything was, and I like that because then you could be around everyone all the time. I did like that, but yeah.
I like the images I did see of it. I like the idea of like the big stone arches around the park and how they sort of almost like snugly sat within them. They had the Pokemon GO like entrance archways, and I thought that looked quite visually quite striking. But like you said, when I looked at the density of Pokestops on the area that was shown, I was surprised they struggled with the spawns, if that made sense. I don't know if that was the same every day, but in terms of what I saw on social media of the people that went there, it looked like they had a fucking great time. It did look like it was really, really well received. And a lot of people sort of met up with each other, a bit like we all did in Liverpool. I think it's just been nice. Everybody's like just been so excited by it, haven't they? Just meeting up in person. First in real life person meet-up event in America, that was, wasn't it? For probably so long as well. If anyone can get a code for one of these, can you send them to us, please? So we can all play.
Yeah, if they're handing out codes at St. Louis Safari Zone,
I don't think
send
any of
them
us
our
would
way.
say no, would they? No.
Send them our way.
Exactly.
You'll be on the
Exactly.
next podcast with us if you can send us all a code.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone well enough that actually went to have spoken to anyone about it. From what I saw, yes, the park didn't seem as well laid out, but I think the whole park structure is totally different to what we had at Sefton Park. It was a big open park from what I saw with a shit ton of Pokestops. So to actually make it as engaged as ours, because ours was a lot of hills, a lot of little walkthroughs, a lot of paths, Takeshi's Castle. There was a lot in ours. I think, as Coops said, the Pokestop density should have produced a fucking brilliant gameplay event.
I agree.
Even if there wasn't the decoration that we enjoyed. The photos look good. People seem to have a buzz. The Saturday, I think, seemed to be better. It seemed a bit quiet on the Friday from what I saw. The Saturday did seem a little bit like we had. It seemed a lot more people there. Yeah, it's a shame. I would have liked to have gone. I would like to go to St. Louis, but it's not going to happen this year, unfortunately.
I think everyone had a really good weekend, so we just want to say it was lovely to see people meeting up again in America and stuff. Looked like I had a good time. And on the back of that, next weekend will be St. Louis Safari Zone, the last one, with the green teddy bear. Wishing everybody who's able to go to that the best of luck. Enjoy yourselves.
Yep.
Hopefully it's got a few more things in person than Philly did. We're not going to do an Ask the Intern just because there hasn't really been too much online.
Some say when you talk to Niantic interns about your catch rate, they think you're talking about an STD. It's now time for Ask the Intern.
Ask the Intern.
By the way,
what
Milo,
have you found?
Milo has absolutely no idea what's happening because he wasn't going to do an Ask the Intern. But I actually was scrolling on Twitter and I found this crybaby whining and throwing his toys out the pram. So tonight's Ask the Intern
fucker.
was from a guy called Pogo Milo UK.
Oh, God.
So at Niantic Help, 20... Actually, no, wait, hold on. I've got a better idea. He said...
So, at Niantic Help, 21 Golden Curve Excellence, not good enough. The catch RNG is fucked.
And he's put a screenshot of this little pussy owl with his hundo Darkrai that's run away from him.
Bastard.
And this is how much Niantic cared. They didn't actually reply to him. So Milo, the real question is well, actually, first of all, I would say I'm absolutely love the fact that a Hundo Legendary ran from you. And secondly, did you genuinely hit 21 excellent curveball throws in a row?
In a row.
No.
How many did you actually hit, Milo?
I think in a row I got about...
3.
No, I think I got 5.
What,
How many balls
Towards
did
the
you have,
end.
Milo?
Excellence.
How many
18.
balls did you have?
So you didn't even get 21 balls?
No, I didn't. I was so angry. I just thought, like, it's got to be 21 because I was raiding with a best friend and all of this stuff. But nah, apparently not. Apparently not. It was 18. But yeah.
It
Thanks
needed
for bringing
Coops there.
that
It needed
up,
Coops there
Coops.
to catch it for you because Coops caught you last. Yeah, that would have helped, wouldn't it, Coops?
Milo,
I should have.
I've
dropped
got
the
a special
ball on the
message
floor.
for you from Reversal.
That's just unfortunate.
Do you know what though, mate?
It
I wanted
really
to come in
fucking
there
was.
and
You wanted
wind
to come
you up
where?
on your face. No, I wanted to come
On your face, he said.
That might improve the catch ratio.
In your eye.
I wanted to I wanted to wind you up there, bro, but I will just say this, and we have actually never spoken about this, and it's a good topic to talk about, but just really quickly before I actually move on to the real segment which you gave me, that must be the worst feeling ever, like especially paying like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, however many raids you do, 200, 300, 400, finally encountering a hundo and every single dead one you've caught, and when it comes to the hundo it runs, I'm taking the piss, but it actually must be the worst feeling in the world. It's never happened to me.
It's happened to me. Who else has had a Hundo Legendary run?
I've had a Hundo Legendary run on me, yeah.
So I was in. This is a shout out to my good friend Graham. I was down in Plymouth, meeting up with the raid crew in Plymouth, and it was Kyogre raid hour, and I got the Hundo Kyogre, and fair play, I was crap at throwing at Kyogre. This is before they moved its position, I think. So I think it was quite. Was it so far away? Wasn't it?
It was
originally?
really far back.
When it
Really
first
far
launched,
back.
it was a really long way away.
It was 2018.
Yeah, that's
February,
the
I think,
that's the what I missed also. Actually, funnily enough.
Oh wow! And to be fair to Ben, Graham's lad, he tried to help me catch it, and he was hitting good throws on it, but it ran. It was soul
shit.
destroying.
So yours was a Kyogre as well, Ian.
Yeah, it's when it first launched, when it first came out, and it was a really long way away, and you could launch the ball as hard as you wanted, and you were struggling to even hit it, and yeah, it ran.
Shit.
Live and learn. It's just one of those things, isn't it?
The thing is, like, both of yours are way back in the day, and I'm like, I've lost.
Yeah, when you had about 10 balls to throw at it.
Yeah, back in the day, we
Yeah?
used to get 10 balls, and the throw box and the hitbox was fucked on pretty much every legendary. Kyogre was tricky. Moltres was the first one I lost back in 2017, and I was like, okay, I tried my best with 8 Pokeballs. Like, what can I do? But
You can kind of dismiss it there. When you've got 20, you can't, can you? Really?
it's like this one. It's like I've done so many raids, level 50, etc., and then this Darkrai, no matter what the throw, like done shit throws, greats, excellent golden razzes, pineapps, it doesn't catch.
And it's normally the shit throws that catch it, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing. It's like I'd lost a hundo, but I had 2 already, like the day before. So it's like I've had quite a few hundos of Darkrai this wave. It's just like one of them caught with a shit throw that meant nothing. It's like, okay, so there's no logic.
No, there isn't. Based on that, I remember you seeing it, and you were just like, I just caught it, and you're like, oh, right, okay.
Well, there isn't, and that's what RNG is, isn't it? Literally, that is the definition of RNG.
I should feel really grateful then that I've got 10 hundo legendaries and I've never had one run. That's quite good, isn't it? That's
pretty
Yeah.
solid.
That's good, yeah.
Pretty solid, yeah. Just wait, it will be like Hundo Cabalion or something. And
Milo, listen, the day will never come because I don't raid anymore. So.
Milo, the day will never come. It doesn't open the game anymore.
Cabalion! That'd be so fucking funny, wouldn't it? 21 balls on Cabalion Hundo.
Cabalion, it runs.
And it fucking
dear.
runs. Oh.
Give me a voodoo doll of a certain member of Niantic staff, and I'll be happy.
I'll take the tiny wiener.
And on that note, let me send it all over. It's now time to relive our frustration with Coops and the shinies of the week.
Shinies of the week.
Yeah, so we actually only do have one hashtag shiny of the week, but do make sure you hashtag shinies though. And we've never had this gentleman or woman before. I apologise. I can't tell by the username, but 28th Gladiator caught this bad boy while biking and listening to episode 5 at Incensed Podcast hashtag shinies of the week. And funny that you mentioned Whismer earlier because they got a shiny Whismer.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And I've got to say, I do really love these ones because I love the fact that people are listening to the podcast and they're going through the episodes. But gang, come on, keep up. We get better as we go on. Get to the recent ones, I promise you. Do apologise. I think there's more sex jokes as they go on. But they get better.
Trust.
So catch up. Come up to episode 39.
Was that actually the one shiny?
Yes, bro. Yes, it was, mate. Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yes, yeah,
People,
yeah.
post our socials. Let's go through that. Our socials are at Incensed Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. And you can use, like Coops has said, the hashtag shinies of the week. Clarify the spelling, you twat. And that is SHINIESOFTHE WEEK.
Just quickly before we end, you know when you say like OF, does it remind anyone of OnlyFans or just me? Like every time when we say,
it's just you.
when we do that,
No,
okay,
just you,
fine.
Coops.
Okay, just you.
Shiny's OnlyFans.
The week.
That's something you could pay for as well. We'll catch a shiny Pokemon in the nude on our OnlyFans.
Coops is doing tonight, isn't he?
But I think, gentlemen, that's going to do it for this week. If you enjoyed, please do make sure to hit the follow, subscribe button on whatever podcast platform you are listening to us on, so you know when fresh episodes drop. And if you could leave us a 5-star review, that would be a spiffing.
Spiffing?
Spiffing.
Spiffing.
That's like very, very posh way of saying pog. Posh pog. A huge thank you to all of our Patreon members, the bronze, silver and gold tier. Your backing helps make the podcast possible, so thank you so much. And of course, like I said, don't forget to bloody follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Incensed Podcast. Before we leave though, obviously Mark got the Hundo Houndle, which is pretty pog. Anyone get any shinies or any hundos?
No, not tonight, mate. Not tonight.
No.
Did you?
Did you have the game open?
He didn't answer that.
Oh my god! I didn't know if it was a rhetorical question. No, I didn't.
You didn't have the game open, so no.
I will when I listen. I will when I listen back, and I'll tag.
We need content.
Oh, guys! Bad news!
What?
On the 31st of January next year, Wizards Unite will close its doors forever.
Well, on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end the show. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back next week. Take care, everyone.
I choose you!